All right, guys, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Let me just pull up my live stream data here. Hey, how's it going, Shatil? Jeff, what's up? Gang, gang. All right. All right, guys, what's going on? Hold on one second. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, here we go. All right, can you guys see my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen. Type in screen in the chat box. If everything is working all right. Just want to make sure. We're going to get some people on here. And we're going to have a lot of fun today. All right, cool. Okay, so we've got a lot of things going on. Today's live stream, I'm basically going to be going over three things, right? So the first thing is when to trade, when to exit a trade. The second thing that I'm going to be going over is when to buy in on a trade. And the third thing is analyzing current NFT markets. Cool, it's working. Everything's good. Carlos says we have VPS here. Where are you guys from? Put it in the chat box. Where are you guys from? Let me know. Let's see who's on this live stream right now. So basically, I want to go over something that was brought up in our Discord chat today, and it's called the Lumi Heads. So this one's pretty cool. I actually bought a few of them. I bought like 10 of them, 8 of them, sorry. So I have one in here, and let me log out and get into my other wallet here. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. So I have 8 of them. And I actually want to buy some more. Now, before I do that, I also want to strategize something here as well, right? So I want to pull up let me pull up my other spreadsheet, and I want to actually document all of this as we're going along. And I want to create a new spreadsheet here. Call this Teo Trades. All right. So I want to document this with you guys and pretty much show you what I'm doing. Okay, so actually I can pull this up here. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so now I bought Lumi, and I'm gonna have someone else calculate the price that I got in at, but let's say it's about $400. So I got it roughly like 400 something average, $400, maybe 420 times 8, so 3,360. This is all just guesstimations of what this looks like, and then I'll separate it into wallet 2 and things like that. But I want to buy more. I want to buy a lot more, because what I'm seeing with these Lumis is that they're very much looking like the TSCs, Toxic Skull Clubs, right? And they're still minting right now. I don't know when I'm just starting to do some research here, so you guys are going to watch me live as I do this research and as I do these trades here as well. So we have a Medium article right here. I mean, honestly, guys, to be fair, I traded this thing off blindly because of the volume, purely because of the volume, right? So I mentioned probably yesterday that I will go in on trades if there's good enough volume on these trades. And that's like one of the only times I would get in. Otherwise, I would do some research. Like if I'm seeing like 40 seconds, 40, a minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, that's when I see that this is like showing a lot of strength, even before they even sell out on a mints, right? So these guys have a lot of, when you go and take a look at supply and demand, there's a lot of demand right now, but the supply for whitelists is not available, right? So when the public sale comes out, then there's going to be like, there's more pressure being pent up right now, and more people are like sharing it with like groups like us, and more people want to buy it when the public sale comes out, because it's obviously a lot cheaper than the floor price. So a few things that can happen over here is that, and I kind of waited. So, I waited for this to go down. But what I'm doing right now is I'm analyzing and I'm seeing like, where is it holding for the past hour or so. And so it's holding pretty strong, like right here at like 0.12. And so we're seeing some like really, really good results at like 0.12 right now. And so that's why I bought a whole bunch of them at around this range, right? So if you can go back into my wallet over here, we can see I bought it at like last 0.12, 12, 12, 0.112, 114, and then 0.12. So it's pretty much holding really strong at these levels here. Let's take a look at their Twitter. So their Twitter has 100,000 followers. That's quite a lot. And they do have some, some pretty good engagements like this one right here. 26,000 likes, 11,000. So their marketing is pretty good. Let me see here. We are live with minting. So there's a good amount of engagement. So I know that, and let's take a look inside and see if these are real people as well. So they are real people, right? So there is a good amount of engagements for this. The artwork looks pretty cool, right? Here's a pre-sale. So it looks like they're doing pre-sale. The public mint date is today. Max mints per wallet is only 3. So it's not a lot. And here it is, another post, 1 day till mint. Okay, so the audit passed. So that's good. Probably for their contract, right? This is probably what the art looks like. So it looks pretty unique. Now, one thing that I do like about this is that, we see this all the time. We see Azuki derivatives. We see Bored Ape Yacht Clubs the most. Like there's like so many Bored Apes out there. There's like the OX Bored Apes. There's like, everyone's doing Bored Apes, like some sort of like teenage Bored Apes, like grandpa Bored Apes, like everyone's doing these derivatives. But when I look at like a new type of artwork, like a new project that's come out like this, and there's no one with this artwork, like you see people with like, the doodles came out and then invisible friends. And then like, you see all these different derivatives. I haven't seen anything like this. I mean, I could be wrong, right? Let me know, guys. Let me know in the chat. Like, have you seen anything like this in the chat, in the space before? Like, let me know, like type in unique in the box. If you guys feel like this is unique, or type in, let's say type in, I don't know, like not unique, I guess. Type in not unique if you've seen this before. But I personally, I've been in that space for a while and I don't think I've seen this before. And so this could be like another, one of those projects, kind of like Azuki, where it's kind of like a new flavor of the month, and it just like rose like crazy, right? Look at what happened with Moonbirds, right? Moonbirds, like insane. Like there's some shady stuff going on there. I don't know what's going on 100%, but like after seeing some tweets before, like it feels like there's some shady stuff there. But honestly, the artwork here looks pretty fire. Like I haven't seen anything like this. And so this really looks unique. Like it could be like another very unique project. Like Toxic Skulls Club is also like super unique, So let me go into my Toxic Skulls here. Oh, here's my Space Boost. Let me take a look and see what they're at right now. Let's go over to my Toxic. So my Toxic Skulls Club, they look super unique. Like the artwork is like, I think I've seen something like this, but I forgot where. But like it looks really unique. Like the art looks really unique, and it's doing really well also. So let's take a look at these two just real quickly. So Space Boo, right now it's at 0.11. But activity level is it's a little slowing down. It's not fully died out yet, but it's still slowing down. So we'll see what happens here. This one, I'm honestly holding long term. Even if it goes down a little bit, if it goes up like crazy, I don't care. I'm holding this long term because I want to see what they do with the tokens, right? So before NFTs and all that, I was in the stocks and like the tokens market. So I did a lot of tokens and buying a lot of tokens in this case. And so I made my first big win in tokens. I was doing Bitcoin, a little bit of Bitcoin, like back in 2017, got all the way as high as like 300K in Bitcoin once, and dropped like crazy, right? So so that's one thing also that I'm looking at with Space Boo is I'm looking into, I'm like really looking forward to their tokens and seeing what this project is going to do. So that's why I'm holding on long term for this. For Toxic Skulls, I don't see like, honestly, guys, like I see that they're doing really well, but I don't see any like, you know, like other than the metaverse, like I don't see any like tokens or anything like that. I don't see a big future, like big future plans for this. In my opinion, I could be wrong 100%, but that's why I'm planning on trading some of these so I can liquidate some of these right now with you guys, as I'm looking into buying more Lumis, right? Because that's a very very low price point NFT that I can get in and then possibly later flip for more. So here's one at 0.11. Let me just grab this right now, see if I can grab this. And pretty much like with these Lumis over here, anything that's like below 0.1, see that it's already gone. Anything below 0.12, I'm gonna try to grab, right? I'm gonna definitely try to buy those if it's below 0.12, because I see that, you see it's already almost, it's gone already. Well, 0.124, so it looks like it's climbing, but we may see it start to dip a little bit as we start seeing like a lower, more mints being made. So there's only 1.5 thousand mints. So some of you guys may be looking at this and you're looking at it in a sense of like, wow, the floor is rising, right? But still have some patience because it's not fully minted yet. So this thing can go down as this thing is fully minted. So people are minting these things at like, what is it, 0.06 or 0.08, if I remember right. Type in the box, guys, like what is the mint price for this? But they're minting at below the 0.124 floor price. And so what's going to happen here is we're going to see a lot of sell pressure, right? So there's going to be a lot of people that are minting like 4,000 more of these things, and there's going to be a lot of people selling. And that's just the reality of it. Like they're going to want to sell for the floor price or below the floor price. So what we see here is there's 1,000 people in here, but there's also going to be 4,000 additional NFTs that's going to be minted that is going to be put in the marketplace as well, if these things are being, flipped. But also looking at the floor, there's like 242 items here. So there's not a lot available. So the floor could go, like you can see right here, from 0.125 all the way to like 0.13. It could go pretty quick. Like someone can sweep 10 of these things and it could just like instantly go, right? So here's the strategy here. Here's the plan. So I am seeing Toxic Skulls Club kind of like slowing down. And so I do want to sell these things, but it's like, it's also picking up. Like people are buying, but the volume of trades hasn't been where it's at before. So I can definitely see this thing kind of slow down right now, unless there's like another catalyst and they do some more marketing and there's like a celebrity that comes on and they're like, everyone's buying like crazy, right? So that could happen. But right now I want to play it safe here. And I want to take at least my initial investment out. So that's going to be like maybe like 3 or 4 NFTs. Yesterday, it would have been just 3 NFTs. But today it's maybe like 3 or 4 NFTs just to get my initial like $5,000 something out so that I can put it into a new project and keep flipping that way. Okay, so let's get excited here, guys. You guys excited? Type in excited in the box if you guys are ready to go. You guys are like pumped up. This is kind of like a little preview here of what I'm about to do today. Let me see. We have probably some questions in here. Let's see. Okay. It's pretty unique, to be honest. I can already see people going crazy on Twitter after reveal. Yeah, I mean, another indicator is go on Twitter, okay, and then try to find like the hashtag that they use. Either it's like hashtag Lumi Heads or something like that, or just type in Lumi Heads, right? And then see what people are saying on Twitter. So type in Lumi Heads, okay, and go to the latest, and then see what other people are saying, especially like now that it's minting. These guys are doing a whitelist giveaway. So it looks like there are also some influencers that these guys are using to promote, like Neo Tokyo Outreach right here. It looks like they did a lot. So 6,000, things like that. New NFT art project. So NFT ranking bot. So there's another one right there. Let's take a look. It's on Rarity Sniper as well. So they've partnered with Lumi Heads. exclusive Rarity partner. So that's pretty cool. And it looks like they have a lot of engagements right here. So there's a lot of people that know about this project, you know, and so this is where I can see that there's supply and demand. There's more demand than there is supply. So in terms of like this price being at 0.121, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's going to last very long. I think right now it's still a good opportunity to like snag some of these at the lowest price possible, right? All right, cool. Yeah, so this chat is pretty delayed, guys. So I'm seeing everyone here typing excited in the chat box. Gilbert's excited, Dark Chris, BF, Mert excited, Bia's excited, VPS, Jeff's excited, Carlos, Maria, Atto. We got a lot of people on this. I'm really happy that you guys are here. So let's just jump right in. So here's what I'm going to do. My strategy is to sell some of these. So I'm going to go to a website called genie.xyz. Okay. And it's genie.xyz. And so over here, what you could do is you can sell multiples all at once. So I'm going to first click on the sell button right here, and then I'm going to connect my wallet. Okay. And then I'm going to connect this wallet right here. So this is my Coinbase. All right. So now I'm going to choose my NFT here. So I'm going to choose my collection toxic skulls. And I'm going to list them all. Okay. I'm going to list some higher than others because I do have some more rare ones than others here. Okay. So now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into my sheet here and I'm going to get some prices, right? So top TSC. Okay. So now I'm going to have the number here. So I have quite a few here. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Toxic skulls. So I'm going to write down the numbers on here, and then I'm going to compare it. So I want to analyze how much they're worth, right? I'm not just going to list it all at floor. So 5734, 5733, 5732, 5731, 5730, 5729, 5728. Oops. 5726, 5725. And guys, like I'm pretty much an open book. If you want to look in my wallets, you can, right? So just type in these and you'll find my wallet address and go ahead and take a look there. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm just going to tell you straight up, like all the wins, all the losses. You know, crypto, it's ups and downs. It's not all wins, all straight up wins, but you may have some times where, you know, there are some times where I had like really big losses and it sucked. You know, I losing like 100K in a day, you know, it sucks. But then again, there's also those days where I made over 100K in a day, you know, so like 696, 5695, 5694, 5693, and lastly 5692. So guys, when you treat this like a business and you don't treat it like a hobby, that's when you're going to get the best results, right? So I'm treating this like a business right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say, what is the trait floor? Okay. What's the trait floor? And I'm going to say comparables. Okay. So, did I spell that right? There it is. Okay. So what is the trait floor? Let's go right into it, right? So the trait floor for this is I'm going to go into my wallet and let's see. Actually, yeah, this always happens where I got to log out, go to profile, log back in. Okay. So now let's type in toxic. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, so these are the ones that I have. I'm going to go into the trait floor. So I'm going to open these up. Okay. And I'm going to start documenting the trait floors. Okay. Okay, let's open all this. Oops. This was last. There it is. Okay. Okay. So this one, what I do here is I'm going to go into the properties and I'm going to go into the highest trait, the most rare trait, which is snakes. Okay. So within snakes, I can start to see the trait floor on snakes. I can also go to the second property, that second highest, and see what that looks like, because that might be a lot higher as well. But for this one, the snakes, the floor price is 0.99 for a snake. Okay, so if I go back, let's also compare with the other rare trait, because it could be even more rare. Let's refresh that. Okay, now let's take a look at wormed brain and see what the trait floor here is for that. Refresh this. Okay, so the trait floor is 0.5. So obviously 0.88 is the highest for this one, right? So in this case, 5725. So let's take a look at my sheet here. And what I'm going to do later is I'm going to actually automate all of this and have one of my virtual assistants do this. This is like I said earlier yesterday, I own a company called Stealth Agents. And so it's a virtual assistant company. And so I have a whole bunch of these virtual assistants that help me with these tasks. So I'm going to take this 5725 and I see that the trait floor for 5725, the trait floor is 0.88. So that's what I'm going to sell this at, 0.88, right? Because you can imagine if I sold everything at the floor of 0.5, I'm not going to be able to capture these good sales that could happen right here. Because if we go into the toxic skulls, you're not going to see everyone just buying floor. You're seeing people buying traits as well, right? Okay, so let's do that. So the next thing here is this one. So this one, there's not a lot. Oh, actually, sorry, shark head. I would have missed that. 0.88 for the shark head as well. So this one, let's see what number that is. This is 5695. So 5695 is 0.88. Okay. That's how much I'm going to sell this for. So let's just keep going here. 5730. The trait for this one would be, oh, cool. So I have either bandana or like diamond, gold diamond. If I'm lazy, I'm just going to list it at floor. If I don't want to go in, so 117, so 0.44. So it's like floor, right? If it's like 1%, I'm usually going to just do floor. So this one is 5730, 5730. So I'm just going to say floor. Okay. Next one, 5732. And this one here, the trait is this one, 0.91. And so let's open this up, 91 items, 0.64. So I'm going to say 0.64 for that one for item number 5732, 5732, 0.64. Okay. Next one is, and I also have offers here as well. Like I can go and take these offers right now and then just get paid out like pretty much immediately. But I want to do some extra work, because when I do some of this extra work, that's when I can see, like instead of getting paid $1,200, I could get paid $1,600 or $1,700 for some of these, right? This one is a droid. So the droid for this one is floor is 0.55. So people are selling 0.55. And this is 5733. So 5733 is 0.55. Okay. You guys seeing now? Are you guys understanding like how to price these things out? 0.58. And this one is 0.719. So 0.719 for 5734, 0.719. Okay. Next one here is 0.95 for this one, slug vest. And this one is so either like 0.475 or 0.66. I'm going to just say floor for this one. So this one is 0.570. Okay, 570 floor. Okay, guys. So I'm going to do this. I've already done this actually. So I'm kind of like spending some time here, but I've already done this part. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay. Because I've already priced this out. So this is pretty much what it looks like right here. This is my pricing right here. So I'm just going to plug these into this. Okay. You guys see how I did that? So now I'm looking at the floor. I can look at comparables later, but once again, it's time versus money, you know? So the comparables, we're going to go into Rarity. I'm going to do a few of them here for the more rarer ones. Okay. So 5731 is 0.69. 5729. It's going to be 0.565. 5728, 0.565. These are floor. Okay, floor. 5727 is 0.7. 5726 is 2. 5701. 5701. Oh, it's hidden. Is 3. This is my rare one. Okay. I get offers for that all the time. 57. This is floor. 5698.9. 5697. Floor. 5696. 5696. Where's that? Oh, floor. 5694 is 2. This is also another rare one that I get offers all the time. And then 5693 is floor. And then 5692 is floor. All right. Okay. You got it, guys? Yeah. So now the next thing is we're going to go into Rarity Sniper, right? So Rarity Sniper, I want to go into toxic. So once again, we're doing this manually right now, but I'm going to have my team do this for me. So this way I can get an understanding. So let's take a look at just the rares. So 5701 is a rank 460, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to rank 460. If this thing would load, there it is. Okay. So rank 460. And I want to see what's the comparables. Kind of like if you're buying a house on the market, you kind of want to see what's, what people are selling these for. And so just as long as this thing can load, we want to go to 460. And I usually do this just for my rarer ones. Like I don't do this for like the lower rankings, right? So 460 is kind of like, it's not like super, super rare, but it's still okay. So let's go to 460. And then I also want to take a look at these other ones here. So I want to look at this one, and that's it. These 3 right here. These 3 are like the rares. Okay, so come on, let's go. All right. So 460 is right here. So the comparables, people are like, doing like 5 ETH, 2.5, 14, 5, 49, 1.8. These are my comparables right here, like these 3 rows right here. 3. So I can sell this thing anywhere from like 1.8 all the way up to like 15 or 14 or whatever it may be, right? So let's just be right in the middle. So I chose to sell this at 3. Okay, the next one. So 5701 is 3, right? The next one, 5726. 5726 is, this is a like rank. That sucks. Actually, I'm going to sell this at floor because this one, I didn't know what it was. So that wasn't actually rare. 5694. Okay. So this is the other one, 1000. So I get a lot of offers for this one for some reason. 1055. So this kind of like, this is definitely where I want my teammates to do this, but I'm just going to list it at floor, at 2 because I'm kind of lazy. But once I have my teammates do this, they can give me a comparable and they can see like, okay, this one here is like maybe 1.4 to like 415 ETH, right? So right around there. So I put it at 3. This way you can price these out and know how to price these out, right? Now things move fast. So let's go ahead and refresh this and see what the floor price is. I also want to refresh Lumi and see where we're at here. I'm a little patient on Lumis because there's still 4,000 of these. That's going to be out. So I did get 8. So I kind of secured my position there with 8. But I'm not going to buy any more yet until I see that these are fully minted, because when these are fully minted, this can be very volatile. You got to understand also with NFTs, like it could be at 1.3 and then at 0.08, very, very quickly, because in a single day, you just have to have some patience. And this is the reason why you're learning these skill sets, so that you can learn when to get in, when to get out. So there's still 4,000 available. So I'm not going to be touching this thing just yet. Okay, there's still a lot available in here. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to touch it, is because there's still a lot to be minted. And when these guys fully mint, what do you think is going to happen in their minds? They're going to go in there and they're going to start to say, I want to sell. I want to flip this thing because I want to make a 2x, right? I want to flip it from like a 0.08 to like 0.13. I want to flip it from 0.08 to like 0.1 even, and I'm still going to make profit. So there's going to be a lot of those happening right now. We just have to be a little bit patient. The volume traded is an indicator of like the next indicator. So the first indicator is how many of these have been minted. The second indicator is how much volume has been traded. But this could be very deceiving because you might be saying that, oh, this is hot, but by the time it gets to fully mint, that's when it's really telling if it's hot or not. But I've secured a spot with 8 of these just in case it goes up, just in case it goes down, right? In case it goes down, I didn't put in too much. It was like $3,000 something. In this case, it's not much for me because I also have a lot of assets liquidated and stuff like that. So some of you guys, maybe a lot, right? So when you're thinking, if you have 1 or 2, think of it like this. Think of it as like you've secured a spot, you've got your lottery ticket. This thing could moon, this thing could go down, but I'm waiting until this thing is fully minted to see what happens. When this thing is fully minted, and also pre-reveal is also a very dangerous territory because pre-reveal, this is where you get most of the flippers in here. Post-reveal, if you think that the artwork is hot, and if you think this is unique, so a lot of things is like uniqueness, maybe newness in there. But if you think that this is unique and the artwork looks hot, like, you know, and you feel like this could be a pretty good project, right? Then it could happen. Like it could do really, really well. These are probably the rarer ones here. But like, you know, what I'm saying here is that it could happen where, oh, and this, you can see like they have calls just like this as well, and they're talking all about this. So you can see where you know, it could happen where the floor price could go either up or down, but we have to see after the full mint. And so that's where I'm waiting right now. I'm patient, but I am leveraging and strategizing these plays here. Okay, so toxic skulls, as we can see, as I told you guys, it is dying down. And so, but I also see that there's volume here, but there's more sell pressure than there is buy pressure. So I'm gonna take it, be safe, and I'm gonna list my skulls as long as I can take my initial investment out. If I buy these cheaper, then fine. If I see that they're cheaper and they look like they have something crazy going on, like, yes. But in this case, like, honestly, this is like a flip for me. This one right here. I don't see, like, all I see is metaverse. You know, I don't see like any other catalyst roadmaps that's going to take this thing to the moon, unless they come out with it and then all of a sudden the price shoots up like crazy. But right now, like, also the volume is okay. It's still good, but it wasn't like before, like where we're seeing in the Lumi Heads, where activity is like within the minutes and things like that. So that's when I see that there's a lot more potential in here than there is in here for now. Okay, that's the keyword there. Space Boo is like also the same thing. It's got like almost the same thing as like TSC, but this one right here is like, this is the hot topic right now. All right, so let's go ahead and make some trades here. So now I'm going to go to genie.xyz. Okay, so let's go to genie.xyz. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go click on sell. All right, so now I'm going to, I'm already connected. So I'm just going to go type in toxic. Oops, hold on. Collection, toxic skulls club. All right. And I'm basically just going to list them all. And I already have the prices in front of me, so I can just go ahead and go crazy. All right, select tokens. I'll do this. I'll just list them all at floor for now. And the floor is, let me see here, 0.43. Okay, so like 0.43-ish, 0.44. I'm going to list it at like 0.43. And then I'm going to go through and because I have a lot, I have 20. So I'm going to go through and start working on this here. So let's go open up my thing here. I'm going to put it to the side. Okay, 5734. Okay, 5734 is 0.79, 0.719. 5733 is 0.55. This one is 0.64. Oops. 3.1 is 0.69. This one is so 4.3 is the floor price. So I'm going to say like 4.35. Okay. Because I want to mix it up here. This one 5.725, 0.88, 5.726, 0.44. It's that floor. 5.727.7. 5.728 is floor again. So 0.41. Do a little bit cheaper there. 5.729 is going to be floor again. So 0.442. Okay. 5.701 is 3 ETH. This is the one that's rare. 5.700 is floor. So 0.425. 5.699 is floor again. So whoops, 0.445, let's say. Okay. 5.698 is 0.9. It's a little bit more rare. 5.697 is floor, 0.433. 5.692. 5.692 is floor again, 0.445. 5.693 is floor again, 0.44. Okay, 5.694. This is rare, so I'm going to do 2. 5.695. That's going to be 0.88. Okay, 5.696. 5.696 is floor, 0.43. All right, good. So you guys see that? Like I have different prices for each one of these. It's not all going to be floor. I could be lazy and do that, but it's not all going to be floor. So click post. Oh, I think, okay, there it is. So now I'm going to click start, approve my items here. And this is the cool thing about Genie is that you pretty much, like you're not listing one by one. You're listing I'm listing all 20 of these on 2 different marketplaces. I'm listing it on Rarible and also on OpenSea. So I could sell it on both marketplaces. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sell it on LooksRare. Okay. So I'm going to have it on 3 marketplaces. So how many of you guys did not know about that you can actually list your listings on like 3 different marketplaces? Type in me in the box if you didn't know about that. Okay. So click start now. Here it is. So now what I'm doing here is I'm confirming 40 listings, right? So I have to confirm this 40 different times on my wallet. Imagine doing this plus gas fee on OpenSea. How many of you guys have actually done that? I've done it. I've had multiple NFTs and I'm like posting one by one by one by one. And it's just really annoying. But this thing right here, I'm posting 40 different listings on 2 different exchanges, right? So that's actually pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Adam's like me. Atto's like me. Michael's me. Yeah. I mean, this is really cool, guys. I'm doing this all live with you guys so you guys can see how to trade multiple NFTs, not just one. You're doing 20 at one time on 2 different listings. And then I'm about to show you on LooksRare as well. I'm gonna list it on LooksRare. And on another thing is I make money on LooksRare, right? Because LooksRare pays me every single time I buy and sell NFTs on the platform. And then I can take that money and I can stake it on their platform for passive income with the yield farm. So that's a cool thing on LooksRare that I don't think a lot of people actually know about. How much you pay for Genie? So it cost me $10, which is the gas fee or transaction fee for OpenSea, right? So 10 to 15 bucks right there to list it. And then all of these right here, these are free, like all these 18. So all I paid was like 10 or 15 bucks to list these things. How cool is that, guys? Type in like cool, very cool, awesome in the box if you guys feel like this is something new that you've learned and some new things here. Because I'm not gonna spend time doing 20 listings on OpenSea manually, one by one. You know, you gotta be crazy. Like if I'm buying like 100 of these things, no way. Like that's just so much time and effort doing all that. No, thank you. The link for Genie is called genie.xyz. So just Google it because it's the best way to do it. You're going to find the first link there. GENIE.xyz. Okay. So there's some questions in here. Let me see here. It also gives looks for listing popular collection NFTs, by the way. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I want to take a look at that. So yeah, I'm listing all 20 here, but I'm not listing it all at the floor, right? I could technically do that. And you can see total listed for about 15 ETH. So 15 ETH is, what is that? $45,000, somewhere around there. So that's pretty cool. If it does sell for this much, right? What is ETH right now, actually? So let me see. ETH is at 2692 times, and this is if everything sells, which I don't know. I don't think everything's going to sell. It might. Times 15.3 is $41,000. So 41,187 if I sold everything. But that'll be cool. But if I just sold $5,000, 5,700, that's cool also, because I just made my initial investment back. And you can see these are listed on 2 exchanges, on OpenSea and then also Rarible. Okay, so click done. Now I'm going to also list them on LooksRare. So this is the cool part where I just sit back and relax, and then I'm checking my phone and I'm checking my emails, and it's like your listing has been sold, and blah, 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 blah. And then I see like my Ethereum go up by the day. So this is kind of like the cool part about this, is that once it's listed, my NFTs are listed. I'm just going to sit back and relax, right? This was a nice flip for me. So 0.425. And we can see there is still some buy pressure here, but it's not a lot. Like 1 minute, 1 minute, 9 minutes, 9 minutes, 12 minutes. Like, and then what you're seeing here is that you're seeing the people are buying it for selling it for wrapped ETH, which means that they're pretty much desperate right now. They see it slow down. They're desperate and they want to sell it for whatever, right? And so they're taking whatever offers that they're getting on this. So this is another indicator of if a project is slowing down, right? So what I like to do is this. So typically, like for me, I don't want to liquidate. Like, this is what could happen in a project. Let's say it goes like this, right? I want to sell right here. Okay. As it's starting to dip down, I want to sell right here. I want to sell right here. Now, could this do the other thing? Could this go the opposite way? Like, could it do this? Like, could it do that? It absolutely can. It absolutely can. But I'm not going to regret anytime it does do this. I'm playing it safe. So it depends on your risk tolerance level here as well. And so basically your risk tolerance here is like, do I want to risk it going down here? Or do I want to risk it going up here? I'm pretty satisfied. I mean, like, I'm pretty satisfied already. I was able to take that 5K. Now it's worth around 40 something. Or right now, I think if I sold it at floor is like 30 something. But I'm pretty satisfied right now. If this thing went up here as well, I don't care. I don't care if it goes up here. What I can do is I can delist my more rare ones, or the ones that I have at a higher price, and then watch as that happens, right? But at this point, it's risk mitigation. I'm playing it smart. You want to always have a strategy when you're doing NFTs. You just don't want to go in and kind of like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just list it all at the floor because I want to get out and panic sell. You want to have a strategy, right? Yeah, Michael says, take the money and run. Absolutely. Take the money and run. Like, as long as you're profitable, right? There's always going to be another play. There always going to be another play. I can promise you that. There's always going to be another play. Sir Richard Branson said, Branson, sorry. He said that business is like a bus. There, one comes by, one will go by. You might miss it. Another one will come again. It's always like that, right? Look at what's happening right here. The floor was like 0.4 before, 0.14. Now it's like 0.13. You can see this is like, I'm going to call it, guys. And you can see as this thing is minting right now, I'm going to take a look at the activity, and I'm going to look at the items here. There's going to be a lot of sell pressure because 400 of these were just minted again, right? And so 400 of these items, people are sitting on 400 items, and they're thinking, hold or sell. In pre-reveal, they're thinking sell, okay? And so we're going to see this happen, and the floor could go down if the buy pressure is not keeping up with the sell pressure. But so far, it's honestly, it's looking pretty decent at like 0.2, 0.12, 0.13. Could it go down even further? Could someone list 20 of them at 0.12 or 0.11? Absolutely, they can. But are they going to be eaten up based on what I'm seeing? Yeah, it could be eaten up. Like I'm seeing people buying it at 0.13 2 minutes ago, right? Yeah, absolutely, Evan. Every small gain is still a gain. Absolutely. Yeah. 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 Don't sell all of them. You don't need it. I mean, I'm just listing them, right? So what I'm doing is I'm listing all of them. I'm not, and it's not going to be like instant sell. I have some for 0.6. I have some for 2 ETH, some for 3 ETH, and some of them at the floor. And so the reason why I'm doing that is because if it does go up, the ones at 0.7 right here, 0.8, 0.9, 0.8, I can delist these, no problem at all. If I see the floor start to go up, then my strategy is I'm going to delist these here. And even these right here, right? This one, and this one. I'm going to delist these. And if I see it start go up, and then watch as it goes by. But what I want to do is I want to risk mitigate. I don't want to be caught with my pants down when this thing goes, if this thing goes down. Okay. That's what I don't want to do. If this thing goes down, I don't want to be caught and like not be where I was before. That's where like, oh man, I should have sold at the top. That's when I hear a lot of that happening. And people are always saying, oh man, I should have sold at the top, right? And so you don't want to always diamond hand everything. You want to have some risk mitigation in here. I want to take at least my initial investment out, my $5,700. I want to take that out so I can have that, right? And everything else is just a free asset for me in this case. Okay, so Lumi's is looking pretty all right. So let's go into looks rare here, guys. Let's go into looks rare. Now that I have this, let me actually log into my wallet here as well. So what I can do, I'm going to go OpenSea. It prioritizes MetaMask first. I don't know why. So I'm going to go into my wallet. I can take a look at activity and pretty much, oh, look, I made 2 sales already right here, right? So I sold this one for 1,200 and I sold this one for 1,200. So there you go, guys. Just literally live on this webinar. I've already made 2 sales. I can take a look at my Coinbase and it's going to be updated here. So I've already made 2 sales already, right? So now I can buy more Lumi. Okay. So in this case, I think Lumi is still early. And so now I'm able to transact and buy more of these Lumis here. So here's one at 0.215. I can go ahead and purchase these now. So that's what I'm doing here, guys. I'm taking assets from one place and moving them to another place, right? I'm literally trading in front of you guys right now. I'm taking assets from one place, moving it to the next place because I paid for that $1,200 sale. I paid like what, $200, $200, $300, 0.08. Let's take a look at the transaction. Okay. So this is processing right here. So this transaction right here, let me see. Oh, I actually minted these like 10 at a time. So let's take a look. Okay, so I paid $2,400 for 10, so that's $240. So I paid $240 and I sold this thing for $1,240, right? Let me see. Let me go back to profile, activity. Okay, 0.43425. Okay, so I bought one right here. So I'm taking this, and so let me see what the calculator, what the math looks like, what the multiplier is. So 1250 divided by 240. So a 5.2x. So in 8 days, I made 5x my money by doing that trade. Now I want to do the same thing right here. I want to make 5x my money by buying this here. If this thing's going to shoot back up again, right? So that's kind of the idea right here, guys, is I'm taking money from one asset, moving it to the other asset from a valued asset already to a possibly undervalued asset at 0.125. Okay. Type in wow in the box if you guys are just like mind blown, right? Jordan says, yeah, that's it. Take your investment out. Absolutely, Jordan. Yeah, absolutely. I want to take it out, put it into another investment, right? And then I'm going to keep some of these. Like if Toxic Skulls ends up being 5 or 10 ETH, I'm going to keep them. But what I'm doing here is I'm mitigating my risks a lot lower. I don't want to have high risk because in business as well, like I'm a business owner In business, you want to mitigate your risks. You don't want to increase your risk. Less risk, high profit margins, right? That's the kind of business I like to be in. Yeah. Yeah. Julian's like, sheesh, wow. Minran, yeah, awesome. Manny, what was the gas on these transactions? So let's take a look. What was the gas for this one? So the gas for this one was like 10 to 15 bucks to list this on the marketplace, all 20 of them, right? On 2 different marketplaces. The gas for this one, I think it was like, I wasn't even looking at gas, honestly, because I see this potentially going up even further. But the gas was like $60. So I paid like 430 bucks, somewhere around there, right? So that's pretty much what that was. So $430. Do I think it's worth more than 430 bucks? It could be, but this is also the gamble that I'm willing to take right now, because I've already made a lot of profits from the toxic skulls. I'm taking it back. So I've sold, once again, I've sold already in here $2,500 worth. That's half my initial investment. So I want to sell more so I can cover my initial investment and just go from there. I could have sold yesterday at 1,600, right? I could have sold right here. Let's say this is 1,600 and this is 1,200 right here. I could have sold right here. But the thing that I told you yesterday is that I'm not good at timing peaks. Could this thing have gone like further this way? It could. And this could have been like 3K, right? So, but I'm not good at timing markets. I'm usually selling right around here when it starts to do this. When it starts to dip, that's when I usually sell, okay? So this is how I've been winning as well. You're not gonna win every time trying to get this. And then if it goes down, what's gonna happen? My previous mentality was, oh, I'm just gonna hold it, I'm gonna hold it, it's gonna go back up again, it's gonna go back up. How many times was I wrong? A lot. I was wrong a lot of the times. But how many times could I be wrong in this? The reason why I'm selling in this is because, once again, I mentioned this again, is that I see them buying metaverse lands and everything else like that, but I don't know what else is happening in this thing. Like, I've seen other projects and stuff like that. I want to mitigate my risk. I want to get out first, take my initial investment, have free assets. And if it goes up, then it goes up. If it goes down, then it goes down, whatever, right? But as long as I've taken some of my money out, if I want to take a little bit profit, I can. Like, I have like maybe 30K at the floor price over there. I could probably take 10K instead of 5K. Would I sell at 10K? Yeah, I have stuff listed right now, like these right here, right? These are listed. So could it sell at 10K? It could, absolutely could. Yeah, diamond hands. Yeah, Adam says mind blowing. Thank you for knowledge. You got it, Adam. Love the comments here, guys. Thank you. So basically, let's go a little bit further, okay? So I've got these Lumi heads on my mind right now. I've got these space boos right now. Space boos, I'm holding, and I told you guys the reasons why. Because I'm waiting for their token. This one could go like, this one could plateau for like a week or two, and I'm still gonna be holding, because I like the roadmap. So that's the next part, is if you see the roadmap, you see that there's a potential happening there, then and from my experience, whenever there's like a NFT and a token, and whenever there's like the person, I'm looking at other factors here, like Spaceboo, the owner is also putting 50% of all mint proceeds back into the community. Toxic Skulls, they're putting 20% of the transaction. So they made, I think, around like 300,000 or 400,000 in transaction fees. They're taking 20% of that into the community wallet, but they're keeping like all of this right here. So, to each their own, they have their own decisions. That's fine. But I'm very bullish on the fact that these guys are taking 50% of what they made at mint back into the project. So that's the reason why I'm bullish. And I'm bullish because of the token. They're coming out with a token. They're airdropping token, to my understanding. They're doing a lot of things with this. So I'm super bullish on this one here. Honestly, more than I am with Toxic Skulls because of the roadmap, right? But Toxic Skulls happen to be like a really nice cash grab. So I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm not going to sit on my thumb and not sell diamond hands, right? I'm not going to diamond hand this right now. I'm going to keep a few though. I'm not going to like, I'm not going to just sell everything. I'm going to keep a few just in case. Like my apocalyptic apes, I have one left. I bought like maybe like 8 or 10 or something. I have my one left, and the one that I really, really like. This is the, it's on this wallet actually. My apocalyptic. This is my only one left. And I'm going to keep this one like forever, right? If this goes to like 10, 20 ETH, I don't care, whatever. But this one, I watched this thing go from 0.07 when no one wanted this. So let's take a look at the activity right here. Let's go to all time. I watched this thing go from 0.07 when people didn't want this. And then all of a sudden, you know, this plateaued for a while, and I held on to my 10 apocalyptics, like 8 or 10 of them. And I held on to them for how many days here? Quite a while, right? And then it blew up 0.4, 0.8, 0.7. The reason why it blew up is because there are some major celebrities that bought some and tweeted about it. And then it went up to like, you know, I think it was like, for me, I saw as high as like 0.12 floor. Yeah, I could have sold, but I didn't know better at the time. I would have sold right here as the volume was dying. You see this right here, guys? So you remember my philosophy in my charts. As the volume is starting to die out or slow down, in this case, right here, I want to sell right here. Okay, that's when I want to sell, is at this point right here when the volume is starting to die out. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing sort of. Let's go back again. You can see the same effect happen in other NFT projects like Los Muertos. But this one right here, let's go back to Toxic Skulls. You just read it, right? You just read the thing. So let's go to activity, and you can see like the volume peaked right here. Volume peaked. Floor price has gone up, but it's like the volume right here is really slow, like 500 sales, 1,500, 200. So what do you think could happen possibly, right? Could it go up again and shoot up? Like, it could surprise us all, and it could do that. But I'm not in it for the surprises. You know, I'm in it for sure profit taking, like legitimate, like actual taking profits sometime. Okay. So that's what I'm doing right here. And that's what I'm teaching you guys. Like, it's not going to be all sunshine and happiness. You may see that, oh man, I should have sold at 0.64. Shoulda, woulda, couldas, right? Or you could just have a strategy, and actually have a strategy and make good trades. So that's what I'm doing. I have a strategy. I'm going to make some good trades. I'm going to take my initial investment out and play with house money. If you can play with house money, you're not going to be worried about it. Okay. So I'm going to tell you guys a story. So when I first started, I started with 12K. And this is when I first got back into the game. And this was like back in September-ish or something like that, $12,000. I put 6,000 in one wallet. I put 6,000 in the second wallet. Okay. I bought like 10 different meme tokens. $1,000 I bought Mononoke. The other ones I've made some profits on. I would say it was more like 12 or 15 different, I think 15 tokens total. And I made profit on like 5 of them. Okay. But the one that really brought me up was 1K Mononoke. 1K Mononoke turned into 80K. And then I sold at around like 30K. You can take a look at my wallet. I'm an open book. You can go into my wallet, go into my NFTs right here, click on my wallet, go take a look at my wallet, my other wallet as well, and see my previous transactions on my ERC20 and see the tokens that I bought and sold. So Mononoke, it went as high as 80K. I sold as it was dipping at 30K. So once again, I sold, and I'm following my rule right here. I sold like as it was dipping, right? Not when it's at the bottom. Fortunately. So let's go back. And then from 30K, right? It was like 30 or 34 or something like that. I think it was like 30 something. So 30K into Shiryo Inu. Okay. And this one went as high as 475K, right? And then I sold at like 170K. Now, at this moment, I'm at full profit at this moment. I'm at like house money. So this is where I got to the point of house money right here. Okay. Because I've already, now here's the next step, because I took some of this money and then I put it into my crypto.com and I put it into my credit card. So I've already taken that out. I've already paid for expenses and all this stuff. I've already taken way more than 12K right at that point. Everything that I'm doing right now is house money. So if I lost it all, I'm still okay, because it was like in my mind, it's not like it was all house money to begin with anyway. So what you want to be doing is you want to be thinking about house money, because what this does is makes you a better trader. Okay, makes you a better trader. Number one, there's less emotions, less emotional trades. So you can kind of like almost even like degen trades, like the dumbest trades ever. You get to a point where like 100K on a trade doesn't feel like you're spending money that you could have bought a house on, right? It doesn't feel like that, because you're trading better now. So one weekend I took 100K and turned it into 200K. That also had some ups and downs as well. But I went from 100K to 200K in a single weekend, because that was my focus, that was my goal. I wanted to do that, and I was able to do that. But it's what happens afterwards as well. So there's a lot of learning in here as well. But basically, you make less emotional trades. You become a better trader. And also another thing is, with house money, you don't worry. No worries. And virtually very little risk, or even any at all. Like risk is very low, like lower risk, right? Because if you're playing with house money, you're playing with money that you're not thinking about, that, oh man, this would have been my daughter's college tuition or whatever it may be. This is your money that you're playing with. It's like almost like Monopoly money, but not really, because it's still real money, right? So this is the reason. This is how I started right here, and I'll share more in other ventures and other live streams with you guys on other trades and also other projects that I'm in. I'm in many different projects. Like one of my best projects is in the crypto.com, in the Kronos ecosystem, but I'll share with you other projects that I have as well. This isn't my only one, but right now we're just focused on purely NFTs, right? This is what we're doing right here. This is what the Buck community is all about, is learning how to trade NFTs, and also later on learning how to trade tokens as well. Okay, guys, so it's 1 o'clock. We had our whole hour here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to go through and see if there's any questions here. 5 minutes AMA, ask me anything. Yeah, no worries, Shaitel. Yeah, go ahead and go have dinner. Mike, do you think they will go up again? What about Zombie Ape? So I'm not sure what you mean. Which one will go up again? Just repeat that in here. Brett says, how would you play a 101 space boost? Sell, hold? Wow, if you had a 101, I'm definitely holding that. Like if I'm saying, like I'm holding like non-101s here. Okay, I'm holding like 21 of these non-1-to-1s. Would I buy some more? I think I would buy some more. Honestly, like I think I would buy some more of these. I would buy some more space boosts. I think I'm thinking of buying some more actually. But right now I want to buy the thing that's hot right now, because I want to be able to flip another 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. And I think this one is the hot flavor of the day right now. You guys can see, remember I told you guys, it went from like 0.14 now to 0.12. See guys, this is what happens if you know what you're doing, right? If you know what you're doing, you can see this play out step by step. How many of you guys got value out of today? Type in value in the chat box if you guys got value out of today. Like this is what happens when you know exactly what could happen when things go, it could go down. But I've secured 8 of these or 9 of these now. I've secured this so that I don't have to worry. I'm not like worried if it's going to go up or down and, oh my gosh, like I didn't buy any, or, oh no, it's going down. Like it's money that's house money that I've already made on other trades Now I'm just playing around with it in this particular trade. Like this particular trade, it could go down. Like I'm telling you, it could go down to 0.08, right? If the buy pressure starts slowing down, it could go higher. It could go to 0.13. It could go to 0.14, 15. But I'm not worried. But I do know that as this thing is going to be minting 5,000 of these, there's going to be 4,000 items in people's wallets, 4,000 items in people's wallets that they're going to want to do something with that. They're going to want to sell it at the floor so that they can make a little bit more profit than what they minted at, right? This is the mentality, the mindset of what happens in these trades. So when you take that into consideration, you're not going to emotionally trade, okay? I want you guys to type this in. This is like, you're basically putting this in your brain, into your mindset that you're not going to emotionally trade. Type this in the chat box. I am not going to emotionally trade. Because when you trade based on emotions, based on like, it's pumping, like I should get 0.13, I should get 0.12 right now. I think it's going to do well, 0.12. When you trade on emotions and not by logic, by what has happened in the past, that's when you get wrecked. That's when I got wrecked a lot, right? So type it in the chat box, guys. I am not going to trade on emotions. That's the one thing that if you guys learned today, I am not going to trade on emotions. I'm going to trade based on what I've seen and experienced in the marketplace and what I'm going to do with this. So if I see this doing well after the 5,000 NFTs have been minted, and I see that there's still a lot of activity because there was a lot of marketing done with this thing, I'm going to probably put, I'm not going to lie, like I may put like 10 or 20K into this project and get like maybe 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 of these things. Like I may want a lot, you know. At first, I told my other group, like I wanted to get 50 toxic skull clubs when it was only mint price of $250. But I was waiting for a transaction to come through, a bigger transaction to come through so that I can make those purchases. But it was too slow. So I missed out on that mint. I could have done 100K on Toxic Skulls Club because I bought only 5,000. I told myself I'm going to put in maybe another 5 or 10K into this, maybe 10 to 15. But I didn't do that because slowness of everything. But anyway, I'm thinking of doing the same thing over here based on what I'm seeing over here in the activity. But once again, I am going to wait until after this is fully minted to see what the price action of these things will do. Okay, because it could go down below floor price. I've seen these things go below floor price. So just be very careful. How likely of it? I'm going to say, I don't think it's going to do that. I think it's like, maybe there's like a 40-30% chance it'll go below floor price. But I'm still actively watching this activity level here as well. Cool. Cosmo Diners. So Gian, like put that in the chat because I know you guys have like, you know, these things that you're looking at, like these NFTs that you're looking at, but put in the chat in our Buck Discord and let us know what you're looking at, and I can look at it as well because I am looking at, you know, doing a lot of trades. Let's see. I want to make 100K by the end of the week, by Sunday, in profits. So let's see if I can pull that off doing these trades here. But yeah, so I want to thank you guys so much for this live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this live stream. And yeah, go ahead and join the Buck community. Go ahead and join the Buck Discord. As you can see, the whitelists are going to be. It looks like it's about to run out pretty soon. I would say safely by next week, it's going to be fully run. Like we're not going to have any more whitelists available. So go ahead and join the Discord, get yourself whitelisted, and invite all of your friends into this, because once again, we want to educate the community. We want to provide education in the crypto space and the NFT space. There's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of things that you may not know about the NFT space that if you give this video to someone, this might help them understand how to trade NFTs better versus trading blindly. And in this case, I traded blindly and not doing this research, but it wasn't a blind move because I was doing it based on volume and activity. So I knew that the price from what I'm seeing could go up as well. But I am going to do some more research on this. And the next step of the research is determining if I'm going to hold long-term, like I am with Spaceboo, or if I'm going to sell it for a quick flip, like Toxic, for example, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Post it in the comments down below on YouTube. Let me know what you thought about this live stream, and I look forward to seeing you guys inside of our Buck community Discord. All right, guys. Any other questions? If you guys have any other questions, post it in the Discord, and I look forward to helping you guys out even further in there. Thanks so much, guys, and have a great